What's the difference between an attorney and a counsel? While both attorneys and lawyers are educated in the law, the distinction between the two is important. An attorney has passed the bar exam and is therefore eligible to practice law. A counsel is not a licensed attorney, but may work in the same field. These professionals are trained to advise clients and provide legal advice. Some counsels are lawyers who don't practice. The two professions are related. Here are some things to know about both of them. While both attorneys and lawyers are educated in the law, the distinction between the two is important. An attorney has passed the bar exam and is therefore eligible to practice law. A counsel is not a licensed attorney, but may work in the same field. These professionals are trained to advise clients and provide legal advice. Some counsels are lawyers who don't practice. The two professions are related. Here are some things to know about both of them. An attorney at law is a lawyer who has passed a bar examination and has been admitted to practice in the United States. A lawyer practicing alone is often referred to as an attorney at law, though some lawyers work alone. A government will usually have an attorney general to represent its interests, generate legal opinions, and guide the government's legal positions in policy enforcement. These professionals are the main advisors to a government. However, they are not allowed to practice law. An attorney at law is an officer of the court, meaning that he or she must pass the bar exam. An attorney is a member of a bar association. An attorney can also serve as a mediator or arbitrator. A legal professional may practice in a variety of capacities, including advising clients, preparing documents, and representing clients. An attorney's job is to ensure that the client's interests are protected. The term attorney at law has roots in an ancient French word, attorneur. It refers to an agent chosen by a principal or client to act on his or her behalf. In court, an attorney may defend, plead, or argue on a client's behalf. A lawyer's job is to protect the client and represent their interests. Although these individuals may be considered experts in their fields, they are not permitted to practice their profession. An attorney at law is an officer of the court and is generally a licensed lawyer. In many jurisdictions, the term attorney at law is preferred for certain lawyers. In the United States, South Africa, the Philippines, and Sri Lanka, it is used as an alternate name for a lawyer. Only in Quebec is the term avocat used as an alternative to attorney at law. The term derives from the French verb to attorn, which means to transfer rights and obligations to another person. In everyday language, the term attorney at law is commonly used to refer to an attorney. It is a legal term that describes a practitioner of the law. Its origins are in the French word attorn, which means to transfer. As an officer of the court, an attorney at law has the authority to represent another person. In some jurisdictions, an attorney is a member of the bar. An avocat is a lawyer who has passed the bar exam. An attorney at law is an attorney who has studied the law. He is an officer of the court who is regulated by the state. Unlike other professions, an attorney at law must pass the bar exam and be subject to a code of ethics. A lawyer can practice law in his or her own capacity or as an assistant. But an attorney must be a qualified lawyer to practice. A good rule of thumb is to have a lawyer who has been admitted to the bar. An attorney at law has the power to represent someone in court. Besides being an officer of the court, attorneys at law are also a member of the bar. The first one is an attorney at law. The second one is an avocat. A lawyer is an officer of the state. Lastly, an attorney is a person who practices law. An avocat is an individual who practices the law in their state. They can also work in other positions. A lawyer at law is an attorney who practices law in a country. He must complete a law school and a bar exam to practice. An attorney at law can be an avocat, an attorney at law, or an avocat. He is also a lawyer who can help with a variety of legal matters. An attorney at law is a licensed professional who must follow the state's ethics and practice in accordance with its laws.